welcome to Rise of Cultures. This time we're fighting in Knight's Glade in the campaign map, using Age of Franc troops to get rid of these, bullies that, is catching up on our Viking friends. Now let's see, how wide is this? We don't use those, then we use the heavies here. Let's put a protection field up and use those to do them range damage. And these are hitting last to do some shock damage, and shock damage we like. Now first off, there's a lot of troops down here caught. We don't really care for them, because they're caught behind that wall and they cannot really hurt us. Now there's some here, but facing them will mean these are doing damage too, and we'll do that as late as possible, because, we don't want them to interfere in the battle that we are winning. Now there'll be costs on our side, but that's not too heavy. Again, now we get up here, they can't shoot longer than us, even though they look like they have longbows. But now that we are finally getting the walls down, we're getting in the reinforcements. So they literally didn't really participate in the battle, leaving us with less losses. Let's move on to the second battle. Let's take this Western Province as the second battle, and let's just see how we can handle that too. Now we know that's the same room as every time, so let's just face it, we want the same setup. Now what we want to put our attention to is where to put our reinforcements, as these troops caught behind that wall is of no interest for us. So let's just face it and kill them here on one side. There's a lot of archers here, and there's not a lot caught down here, which is a bit annoying for us, because it means we'll have higher losses when all those archers are catching up on our archers. If everything goes great, then we can have a dinner time here with these troops that are reinforcing everything. We'll have a lot of losses because there's literally no one caught behind this wall, and that's not to our benefit. No, we won. Let's move on to the next battle. Now let's take this province here in the center of this field, and let's put up some fight here. Perhaps this large group will be caught better than the last one. And, these troops are further away from the wall, which will benefit us to less losses than the last battle. That was quite close to a catastrophe. And we don't like catastrophes, so let's just face it and face off these heavies and get rid of them, because they are really the ones sucking the life out of our troops here. Now, as these are going to die, let's just face them from this side. These will just soak up some damage before our ranged troops start to taking them down. Now we have the supremacy of numbers because these are caught down here, so don't worry about us winning this one. We'll have some losses, but that's okay. Now that we are going forward to these, we'll just attack the last ranged troops from behind, and the battle is over in our favor. Let's move on here to the fourth and final battle. It's a 2-rounder, so we'll have to have some troops that survives for a second round. That means we'll have to take out those archers early on in order for them not to kill off too many of our troops, because they will try to attack the wall first, which again means we'll be having a lot of losses if we don't distract them from attacking our regular troops. So we'll put in the reinforcements here. It's not really of a lot of significance how many of our close combat units survive, but we still like some of them to survive, because we need someone to protect them, our ranged troops, until we put in some reinforcements. That's a little here, and that's a little here, and let's just focus them on one side and put the archers down here behind and focus them on moving forward. Now it might move the archers a little down towards our units, but we're so close they should stay behind the wall, and thus we're putting the reinforcements down from the side here, because that will keep them hidden behind that wall, and let's just finish that off, because then we can attack them from the rear and get the option that we need to keep the losses down on our archers. And well, this one is minor losses, so we have been doing great. I will say thank you for watching this video.